We got we have our notes. What it do, YouTube? It's your boy PERCCY, and today, I ain't said that in so long, oh my god. I took the sweet time outside of my week with my day-to-day activities to listen to ASAP Rocky's discography. Well, no, not discography, to every one of his albums. I don't want to say compare them, but just see the evolution and to see where he came from. I'm gonna close this door just to see where he came from. Just to start off, I've been listening to Live, Love, ASAP. Live, Love, ASAP is probably one of my favorite albums of all time. It's top 3 for sure. No skips. None whatsoever. And what I discovered as I went through these albums and I listened to everything, I might be a bigger fan of Clams Casino than I am ASAP Rocky. Let's go to the notes. What's the dance or bulletin we doing? My fault, bro. I've been listening to The Diamond, and that nigga go crazy. Live, Love, ASAP. I don't have that many notes. The key tracks I do want to point out off of there is PMW, Pussy Money Weed, and Pain. Outside of those 2 tracks, every other track on there I think I've heard everywhere, and that gets a lot of play. But them 2 specific tracks, which are, I believe, the best on the album. Fuck, I think it's some of ASAP Rocky's best work. Pussy Money Weed is some of ASAP Rocky's best work. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to listen light. Or just turn my light on. Live, Love, ASAP, that was my favorite album. That's where that's all Clams Casino. That's ASAP Rocky's like sound. That's why I know him for. Long Live ASAP is where he transfers slowly into that boom bap on track 9. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no key tracks for Long Live ASAP, bro, because that's another great album. Those 2 albums, Long Live ASAP and Live Love ASAP, can't be topped. I said in my notes, going right into Long Last ASAP. I don't remember a lot about that shit. I have hella notes on it long. I mean, as you see with the albums that I do have, these 2 albums right here, Live Long ASAP. This is this is Live Love ASAP. This is Long Live ASAP. I don't have a lot of notes on that shit because, bro, I know it. At Long Last ASAP is when he started like experimenting, testing, which we're gonna get into later. There's 4 tracks. Damn, bro. There's 4 tracks that caught my attention. Straight up. West Side Highway, Better Things, and Back Home. There's select songs off here that I can rock with. It's too slow. It's too slow. It's slower than usual for ASAP Rocky, and that's motherfucking slow. You know what I mean? Holy Ghost, my notes on that. Talks about his reason of taking part of religious activities, emphasize relationship of religion due to fault seen in Christianity. I fucking love that song. And I am a relationship of religion type of guy. So, that came in at the right time. It caught my attention. In my notes, I said I can't pinpoint what I'm feeling with this song, but I'm in love with it. The album is very, very good, but sometimes I lose the direction of where the album is going. Chill as fuck. I feel heavy Southern inspiration coming from this album, and sometimes I catch myself feeling a Big Crit album. Now, if y'all not familiar with Big Crit, Southern rap legend. Legend, yes. I don't give a fuck what niggas will say. Yes. Me and go. That's what this kind of reminded me of. I don't know if he listened to Big Crit or like I know he has heavy influence by the 3 6 Mafia, but I don't see this coming from 3 6 Mafia what he was doing. I got a heavy feel of it being Big Crit inspired. Cause I caught myself, I'm like, bro, this sound like Big Crit. The production, the 808s, like the drums, you could tell a Southern drum out from anything. You can tell a Southern drum out from anything, I'm telling you. And I love it personally. Not saying that ASAP Rocky didn't create something on his own here, but I also think I've heard it before. And this is just the honest to God truth. It's still good as fuck though. Better Things. This is a good note. This is what I'll play for someone if they ask for a feel of ASAP Rocky, as I feel this envisions his style perfectly. Right there, I said this is ASAP Rocky. This is ASAP Rocky. I said that shit. I'm saying bro too much. But I think I'm using bro as a bridge, how people would say or something. You know? And if I was to show somebody ASAP Rocky today, I wouldn't show them like Lamborghini. I wouldn't show them none of that shit. I'll show them motherfucking this. You know what I'm saying? Because that envisions perfectly the different style of ASAP Rocky. Back home. Simplest note on here. Best ASAP verse I've ever heard. The best one. I fucked with everybody's verse on there. But that's ASAP's best verse. ASAP Rocky's best verse ever. Let y'all go listen to that by yourselves. We go into testing. And this is where I don't know, my feelings don't start to change, but you can definitely tell he was testing with this album. 143rd, I don't have much to say about it because that was my favorite when I first listened to it. Because there was a lot of tracks when I was going through that I was like, I wouldn't listen to this on my own time. 143rd was the first one. Where I'd be like, okay, I'll turn this on. I added to the playlist, which I did add to the playlist. Black Tux. I said, the most unorthodox song on this album with the least plays, but truly blew my mind. And this is when I started realizing, I wrote it down. ... Maybe I'm a Clams Casinos fan. I just love that sound from Clams Casino, bro. I'll start rapping if Clams Casino give me a pack of beats, bro. Honestly. I didn't know I was a fan of Clams Casino as much because Detroit Lonely and Dumb Corleo. Niggas like, ooh, this nigga bitch Dumb Corleo, what the fuck? This nigga weird. No. Detroit Lonely and Dumb Corleo are always paired together with Clams Casino with the type beats. And I wouldn't say to probably like, I never really truly understood why they put them there until like I start hearing that shit. Like, bro, that's some Clams Casino shit. All, you know, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have much to say about testing. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have much to say about testing because he was testing, goddammit. And maybe he wanted to grow into something. But that album was truly everywhere. More than At Long Love ASAP was, this album was everywhere. You know what I mean? I wasn't a fan of a lot of features. There's a lot of songs on here where I was like, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of this shit would hurt my ears. Yeah, a lot of this shit would hurt my ears, but not like in the bad music way. That shit would hurt my ears in like a that shit would hurt my ears in like a man, like, I listen to King Carson too, bro. A lot of this shit was static and crunchy, like, start off. But, like, I wouldn't go back to it. The two songs I did have off there was Black Tux and Purity. I already told you why I love Black Tux, Clams Casino alone. And it's unorthodox. I love unorthodox shit. And you would think I'd be a fan of testing with loving unorthodox shit. But, like, this was too, like, crunchy. That's the word, crunchy. There's a lot of crunchy shit going on. I love Frank Ocean. ASAP is a perfect addition to this wonderful track with his expressive and descriptive flow. This more so felt like a Frank Ocean song than an ASAP song, which what I feel like saved it. That's for testing. Not much. Not much. I get into Don't Be Dumb. I listened to it twice. I listened to all these 3 times. I feel like Don't Be Dumb. Don't Be Dumb can grow into something. It could. I feel like that's what he was trying to do with testing. I'm glad he took his time. But a lot of it, I feel like it's his Yeezus. This is his Yeezus showing. I think I said that in the notes. Stay Here for Life. A great Brent verse. Punk Rocky. Love this with like 5 E's. Refreshing as fuck after hearing Shut the Fuck Up. Shut the fuck up. Bro. Shut the fuck up, like, I don't know. Like I said, this is Yeezus moment, bro. And it's not ass. Like, I like it because it fits the theme of the album. With it being created by, the cover being created by Tim Burton. Everything has a Tim Burton feel. I hear some of this shit in a Tim Burton movie. You know what I mean? And then stop in a motion picture. And then stop, whatever that shit is. I would hear that shit in that type of scene. You know what I'm saying? Let's go down to Black DeMarco, which is not the name of the song. I just highlighted it as that right here. I think he was doing this to like Black DeMarco. You know what I mean? I automatically picked up Mac DeMarco. You know? Let me know if I'm tripping or not. I felt like that was Mac DeMarco expired. But that fucking song was a panic in a great way. I said shit that plays when it's 2 minutes left on the clock. You know what I mean? That fucking song was a panic, but in a good way, which I don't know. It wearied me. It made me worried. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the. I'm gonna just give it. I'm gonna give it a ranking. It don't need the fucking number. Just to compare all these albums, just to show why I fuck with it. And this is the last thing I said about Don't Be Dumb. Album fits the theme of the cover being made by Tim Burton, a Yeezus feel with this album as it is all over the place in a good way and well thought out. How long did he take to drop this motherfucker? 8 years. Yeah, 8 years. I don't feel like it's a bad album for 8 years. Niggas probably be like, this is the worst album of all time. It's definitely a grower. It's doing what Testing is supposed to have done. I feel like Testing didn't grow to be one of those albums. I don't know anybody that still listens to Testing right now, or just deliberately to be like, Testing is that album. If they do, it's probably a bot. Don't Be Dumb is way better than Testing, and it's doing what I feel like it needs to do, and it's gonna grow. And it came out this year. It's still gonna grow. Helicopter was a good song too, but you know, live long ASAP. Long live ASAP. Don't Be Dumb. And long last ASAP. Testing. In that order. Bro. And I feel like it's valid. Testing is, I'm not gonna call Testing a failure. But like I keep saying, like I said with Don't Be Dumb. Don't Be Dumb is doing what Testing was supposed to do. I had a great time listening to all these albums. Let me know who else album discography you need me to listen to. And I'm gonna get to it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Drink water, stay blessed. Eat your veggies. And salute.